Ben Fields, he's a former deputy sheriff in Letcher County, Kentucky, convicted in 2022 of rape and sodomy involving a female inmate. It was a big controversy in the town at the time, convicted of saying that he was coercing women into a sexual acts, offering judicial favors such as reduced bail and relief from monitoring devices. Quite a, quite a little scheme he had going on there. But did it end there? Now, people are wondering that after District Judge Kevin Mullins was found dead in his chambers after being shot by the Sheriff Shawn Stines in a very dramatic video that we've all seen. Now there's audio coming out. There's audio testimony from one of the individuals involved in this case, one of the whistleblowers, Sabrina Adkins, stating that she's seen video of Judge Mullins, he is dead, having sex with women in his chambers. It's released and revealed on News Nation just the other night. Joining me to discuss, Bob Mata, defense attorney. We all knew it was probably going to get dark. What's your reaction?
I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But like you said, I mean, when we heard during the arraignment, a lot of stuff came out, or it was the preliminary hearing when they, really kind of brought some stuff out. And
Hmm.
that's when we found out that the judge had Stines, Mickey Stines, the sheriff who
Yeah.
is the defendant in the case, had his daughter's number stored in his phone and had just communicated with his daughter. Like right away, you started thinking, like,
Hmm.
what's going on here? And then I had known pretty early on that there was that lawsuit going on, that Stines was named as a defendant. He wasn't the primary defendant because it was Fields. He was the defendant because Fields was his employee.
Hmm.
He was a deputy sheriff under him. So, like, Stines was named in that complaint. It's a federal lawsuit that's currently being litigated right now.
Hmm.
And um, man, it sounds like there was some stuff going on. It's not like Fields is currently in prison,
Hmm.
so he's been convicted. So Fields again is the deputy,
Yeah.
okay, and he is who they were talking about in that audio recording.
Yeah.
And man, this thing is going to be something. Like you could tell it was going to be something when it had like that dude looked just way too normal. And I'm talking about Mickey Steins
Hmm.
to go in in chambers and put a judge down in chambers in that way.
Yeah.
Like I think he shot him 8 times.
Hmm.
I mean that there was something heavy duty going on, and to me it very much looked like a protection mode type thing, like a guy protecting his family. That was
Hmm.
my initial instinct. And man, I'll tell you, it's going to be a thing. That's for sure.
I mean, it's pure conjecture right now, but I'm wondering, what did Sheriff Mickey Scott Steins know about what was going on with Mullins and the other deputy who is, behind bars right now, Ben Fields, when all this was going on? I mean, he was quite close with the judge. They had lunch that day. They had been family friends for quite a while. I mean, I mean, if you're going on the layers of horribleness, I guess it's one thing to be aware that this judge is doing these things and this other deputy was once doing these things. But then what more was he doing? I think that's where the question comes in when we start talking about the possibility of his daughter's information being on the judge's phone. We don't know anything about what actually happened there, but how much do you think the sheriff knew before any of this, even before we get to the picture of the daughter in the chambers that day?
I think not much. You know what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
think that this is a thing that kind of came to a head. I mean, obviously that federal suit was filed in 20 of 22,
Hmm.
okay, or February of 2022, I believe. It was definitely filed in
Yeah.
2022. So he knew what the allegations were, right? So he knew that there was allegations that his employee was basically using his
Hmm.
his power and his position to
Yeah.
extract sex from people that were either under arrest or threatening
Yeah.
arrest, or trying to get monitors off their ankles, whatever the case may be. And so, like, he obviously had some kind of knowledge that it was going on. Whether or not he had a hand in it is a completely different thing.
Yeah.
It's like it's hard to know at this point. I tend to think because of the response that it was a surprise.
Kind of caught him off guard, maybe.
And that's what I mean. That response, like, just kind of losing it right there, or just, I mean, to do it in his chambers, probably having a full understanding. Like, I mean, he knew he was never walking out of those chambers like getting away with it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like this, like that is like a manslaughter type response where the heat of the moment,
Yeah.
that something broke in terms of information, and he just lost it, man. I mean, that it feels like that to me. And now we're starting to see like the seedy underbelly of what it might have been. So
Hey, thanks for checking out the video. Be sure to follow us wherever you download podcasts, and especially Apple Podcasts, where you can get advanced episode and premium content on our premium channel right there. Also, be sure to follow us on social media so you don't miss any breaking updates on the stories that matter to you most. We're on TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook. Just search Hidden Killers Podcast with Tony Bruschi, and you'll find us right there. Again, thanks for watching.